Rich Bond, and I'm the grand poobah of the moolah.
Hey folks, this is Rich Bond. I'm your certified mortgage consultant with Benchmark Mortgage. What I'd like to speak to you about right now is refinancing. A lot of people think this is an amazing opportunity because interest rates are really low. A lot of other people are still kind of on the fence. They don't exactly understand how to evaluate whether it's right for them to refinance. A lot of people have heard this urban legend that you need to have rates that are down at least 1 point in interest rate or 2 points to make refinancing make sense. And that's not always the case. It's different for every person. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that there was somebody who came in for a refinance and I was only able to save them 1/4 of a point in interest rate. It would cost them $15,000 to complete their refinance. Should they do it? Well, most people are going to say, well, no, they shouldn't. Until they find out that this is a $1.5 million mortgage and they can get repaid or they can recapture the costs in probably 6 or 7 months. Now, wouldn't that make sense? Now, let's say, for example, I had somebody who came in here and they had a mortgage that was at 7.5%. I could do their refinance for $5,000 in total costs. Should I refinance them? Well, everybody's going to jump to yes, but that's not always the case. And here's the reason why. If that was a $35,000 mortgage, 14% of that mortgage value would be closing costs and fees, so they would never recapture their investment. So once again, it depends on your personal circumstances. What are the things that I look for when I speak with somebody about refinancing? Number one, I want to make certain that it's going to fit their goals and needs. I spoke with somebody about a week and a half ago that was interested in refinancing. They were also telling me that their child is going to be graduating from high school. And this is going to be next year, or was it June of next year that they're graduating from high school. And they're planning on selling the house immediately. I said, whoa, back up the wagons here. Yeah, I understand that you're at 6.25 right now, and I understand that I could drop your interest rate over a point. But you're not going to be able to recapture the closing costs that you're going to have to incur in order to make this refinance happen. This doesn't make sense. And this person was actually kind of happy that I said that. You know, they haven't been told no by a salesperson before. But at the same time, this isn't a sales role. This is a consultative role. My goal is to first do no harm. You know, I take my lead from the doctors. What we have to do is we have to make certain that these circumstances surrounding your refinance are going to make sense. Secondly, what are your goals? Do you have debt that you need to eliminate? I was working with one gentleman, and what we were able to do was we were able to refinance his home, take a little bit of equity out, and pay off of his high interest credit cards. Now, he had 26 years left on a 30-year mortgage. We brought him back out to 30 years by making the same payment that he was making on the credit cards and the house note combined towards his mortgage. He would have paid off his mortgage in 18 years. We didn't actually recommend that, though. What we recommended was that he take the additional money that he was going to be saving. It was about $400 a month. We suggested that he take $200 of that money and put it down towards additional principal payments, and the rest of that money he put into a savings account, actually with a financial planner, so that that money could grow. That's going to make a huge impact on this person's life. So the question when you're looking at a refinance is, what is your specific scenario? That's going to tell you whether or not it makes sense. If you have more questions about refinancing, if you're interested in refinancing or know somebody who is, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take this video, forward it out to the people that are interested. Use Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever you want to do. And if you've got more questions, go ahead and comment below. This is Rich Bond, and I'm very excited to be your friend in the mortgage industry.